Okay, Shalom Aleichem everyone. Welcome to Tzama Nafshi in Romema Yerushalayim. We are here learning about Bircas HaKohanim, a special blessing that Kohanim give us in Eretz Yisrael, Be'ezus Hashem, every day. We want to understand what the bracha is that the Kohanim are blessing us with. So we start off, Yivarecha Hashem Yishmerecha. Hashem should bless us with our material needs. And then it says, Yo'er Hashem, Hashem should illuminate our eyes and give us chen, give us grace. And this, what's the chen? To be able to be zocha to learn your Torah, Hashem. Because we need chen in order to learn your Torah. And why does it say the first bracha first? It would seem to us that is there anybody who's going to say otherwise? That the more important bracha is the bracha for the Torah. Mm-hmm. But there's a Seder HaDevorim. Ein Kemach, Ein Torah. This is what it says in Avos, Maseches Avos. However, I just want to point out that if you'll take a look in Maseches Avos, you will find that there's also actually Maseches Avos over here, in this siddur. Oh, that's a very nice one. There is a Maseches Avos over here. Sure. Now let me just see if I can remember this. I think it's Perek Gimel. Mishnah Chaf Aleph. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, one of the Tanoim HaKadoshim that sat with Rabbi Akiva in Bnei Brak and darshaned the all of the nisim and niflos of Yetzias Mitzrayim the entire night. Imagine how they were able to speak about that all night. Just gives you an idea of all of the what type of all the nisim that Hashem did. Okay, so it says over here, this is on page 388. Whoever has their Siddur Vilna, on page 388, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Omer, Im Ein Torah, Ein Derech Eretz. There's no Torah, there's no Derech Eretz. Im Ein Derech Eretz, Ein Torah. It's that type of relationship. Im Ein Chachma, Ein Yira. If there's no wisdom, there's no fear of Hashem. Im Ein Yira, and if there's no fear of Hashem, Ein Chachma. There can't be Chachma, at least Chachma Satorah. There could be Chachma of other disciplines that there are in the world, that the nations of the world have. But without Yira, there's no true Chachma Satorah. Ein Das, Ein Bina. Ein Bina, Ein Das. Now, here's the last one that we're focusing on. Im Ein Kemach, Ein Torah. But the other way around also it says, Im Ein Torah. If the Torah is missing, Ein Kemach. So who's supporting who? You need to have Kemach, because without Kemach you can't learn Torah. Where does the Kemach come from? If the Torah is not there, though, the Kemach is not going to be there. Ain't Torah, ain't Kemach. So it works the other way around as well.
So how do you explain the wealth of America?
The Jewish state.
What do you mean? Look at all the Torah that there is in America. You know what happened in America? Do you know what happened? Right? 100 and who knows how many years ago, there was very, very little Torah in America. And there was Jews, but there wasn't a lot of Torah. And slowly, the yeshivas came to America. There was Torah in America. There was institutions of Torah in America. There was great sacrifice for.
But
They didn't believe.
After World War II.
Okay.
But there was tremendous wealth in America before that.
Not so
In a
much.
time when there was a lot of, what do you mean? How do you think America was able to be victorious in World War II? The industrial, capability of America was far exceeded any other country.
Okay, I guess there was more Torah than we think. But
Well, I guess my real question is, do you consider non-Jews who are religious to be Torah? Because the difference between America and other countries was the Protestant ethic, the religious Christians that wanted to escape from religious persecution in England, who settled America. Do you consider that?
well, that's got nothing to do with Torah, you're saying, and nevertheless they seem
there's
to
Hebrew,
get wealth.
There's Hebrew in the seal of Yale.
There's no Torah.
Okay, so that's not
Real
don't consider
authentic
that-
Torah. I'm talking about real authentic Torah.
That's my question.
Not that somebody, says. Somebody also told me this once. I don't know where I heard it. I think I heard it in Or Sameach. They said that there was a certain time that the valedictorian of Harvard University would give the speech in Hebrew.
Right, I heard that also.
I don't know if it's true, but it's an interesting
Well, I've heard various.
piece of information.
I've heard several things like that attest to the background of the people who founded America.
Yeah, but they were.
But this has got nothing to do with Torah.
Okay,
This has got nothing to do with Torah.
right. So then you have the question: how do we explain? I mean,
But-
in the early 1900s, there was a lot of anti-Semitism in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you notice that the big yeshivas in America really started in the 30s? There's all dates from the 30s, Torah Vodaas dates from the 30s.
There was Torah then.
It was starting.
Yeah.
It was
It's
starting
not fair
to
to
grow.
say it was only after the
That's
Holocaust.
not what I have heard.
May I answer your
I
question?
just this last week, I got an invitation to the my yeshiva dinner of Mesivta Rabbeinu Yeshivas Chaim Berlin, and it said on the that's in Flatbush, New York.
Flatbush, yeah.
It says it's their 114th annual dinner.
Right, so it started in 1905, 1906.
I don't know what type of. They had something at that time. I know that
They
Rav
were
Hutner.
very small. They were tiny.
No, but the basic, but it was the foundation. Because of that foundation preserved Torah in America.
Okay,
It wasn't
Yeah,
white,
yeah.
but it was the germ that needed to grow. But without the
Yeah.
germ, you have nothing. You have the germ, it's going to grow. It will take time. But you see, it was the institutions were being built, were starting to be built, starting to be built up.
Yeah.
Okay, certainly the growth would grow exponentially after the war, but
Yeah.
it was not. There was nothing before the war.
Let's see what he says over here. Let's see in your sefer over here, maybe Rabbeinu Yonah or the Rambam. What's the pshat ein kemach ein Torah? Ein Torah ein kemach. What does this mean?
While looking that up, maybe you've answered your question when you said that how could it win the war? Because it was so rich. So Hashem had to make America rich enough to champion the rest of the free world.
Partners in the back.
Right, but
There's
that's
other-
not
there are
Torah.
other-
That's
no,
not
but
the
there-
Torah.
but that's not.
That's saying Hashem is a cheshbon.
That's,
Which I can hear. I can hear that.
It could be indirectly, because by saving the rest of the world, you're saving the Yidden that are there, who are
True.
who are the carriers of Torah.
True, but that does not respond to the statement ein Torah ein kemach.
Okay, so the Rabbeinu Yonah doesn't say like me in any case. He's learning a different shot.
Okay.
He's learning a different shot. Rabbeinu Yonah says in ein Torah ein kemach. Listen to what he says. Klomar. He says klomar. Generally, this means that I'm going to say something not exactly what you would have understood from the words, but it's nevertheless, he holds that this is what the words are saying. Kloima. That is to say as follows. Me'achar she'ein bo Torah, since there isn't Torah, in a situation nagid, let's say that there is no Torah, ein to'eles hakemach, oy lebiodo.
There's no goal.
Well, the to'eles, the true benefits of the kemach is not going to be ola biyado. So
what's ola?
It's not going to be go up. It's not going to go up in his hand literally. He's not going to receive it.
Yeah.
The true. So I don't know what this means. Does it mean he won't have kemach? No, it doesn't. Doesn't say that he won't have kemach. It says the to'elis of the kemach, the to'elis, the true benefits that kemach can produce, will not be ola biyado. He won't have success in the kemach that he has. She'ein adam mo'il ba'oshroi ela kedei sheyu sarkei gufoi mitzuyin b'yelo panai lasok b'torah. Because a person, ein adam mo'il ba'oshro, a person doesn't benefit from his wealth, ela, except kedei sheyu sarkei gufoi mitzuyin. The true benefit of a person's wealth is that he will have all of his material needs taken care of, and they will be available to him. And then what will be the benefit of that?
Torah.
Sheyulo ponai lasok b'Torah. That in itself, that he has all of his material needs provided for, because he was successful in his efforts to attain the material sustenance. Those benefit that benefit is it's the true benefit of that is that now he's able to have time to engage in Torah study.
But that says in Kemach in Torah.
Yeah, so he's not saying that if you're not going to learn Torah, you won't have any kemach. He's saying that if there's no Torah that's coming out from that kemach,
So,
that kemach is not chashuv.
oh,
So what? You have $10 billion. What do you do with that $10 billion? You know, when I go collecting, you know, and we say, this is a big address. What does that mean? That means that the person in there, you speak to him, and he gives you generously to your yeshiva. It's a big address. So what about the size of the house? Size of the house? It could be that's a huge house over there. That's a big address. No, that's not a big address. They don't open up the door. Or if they do, they'll give you $10. It's not a big address. What's the toelis of what? He's got a lot of wealth. Can't say he doesn't have a lot of wealth. But there's no toelis. That's called ein kemach, ein Torah, ein kemach. There's no Torah that's coming out from that kemach. There's nishkan kemach. There's no benefit to that kemach that's been. This is what kemach is for. That's the purpose of kemach. Kemach, the purpose of the chashivas of kemach is very, very chashuv. That's what we just got through saying. Im ein kemach, ein Torah. If there's no kemach, there can't be Torah. There has to be kemach. But if there's no Torah, so what's the benefit of all that kemach? There's no benefit to it. It's worthless. It's worthless. Shkoyach. He's got a very big house, a swimming pool, big cars. Shkoyach. He should enjoy it. But
he won't.
Nebach. There's no toelis. Ain't Torah in kemach. So, yeah. Why does he have all the kemach? Maybe he's very honest in business. He has some schus. Hashem wants him to have it. Hashem is paying him for having it. But it's a chaval that he doesn't use it for the reason that it's there for. But Hashem gives it to him because Hashem doesn't. Hashem, the guy has schus. That's for sure. He has, his father had, his grandfather had. Somebody's got schus. That's why he's got it. Now the question is there going to be a to'elis from that kemach? That's the Rebbeinu. Okay. So according to that, there was a lot of wealth, and because they had a certain schus. There was a certain schus that they had. And right. There can be kemach, there can be actual kemach without Torah, but the to'elis of the kemach is for the Torah. That's what the Rebbeinu is saying. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have over here. Okay, so now, how much time do we have? So now, we could go to, now the reason we got into all of this is because of Ephraim Katz, and he's not here.
Troublemaker.
Sorry, Ephraim. Hope you're watching on the television over there. Okay. Now, if you'll take a look over here, you'll see a very important feature of this Bircas Gedolos. Right underneath the psukim, you have what's called Toldos Ubeis Aaron, the Tosafot. Now, what he's done over here, there was a commentary called Toldos Aaron. And what he did is he made, this was before they had the computers and they had Google and everything like that. He made a list of all of the places in Chazal that bring these psukim, primarily the Gemaras. So if you take a look on Pasuk Chaf Hey, take a look at what we have over here in Pasuk Chavav. This is the pasuk that we need to talk about. There's no sforno on this pasuk, is there? Yes, there is. So without further ado, let's read the sforno. The sforno is on page Kuf Aleph. Kuf Aleph. Right over here it says Kuf Aleph. And here's the sforno.
Got it.
It's pasuk Chavav. Yisa Hashem panav elecha. What does the sforno say over here? Let's take a look. Who would like to read?
I'll read.
Okay.
The Chaya Ulam, or the life of the universe, Ke'anan, like the clouds,
Ke'inyan.
Ke'inyan, like the subject, Ki, Amacha, when your nation, Mikor, Chayim, Mikor is the essence.
Source.
The source of life.
Here, it's imcha, it's not amcha. Ki imcha makor chaim. This is actually a bracha, this is actually a pasuk that you say have to put on your talus. You might recognize this pasuk. Ki imcha makor chaim. Orcha nira or.
Orcha nira or.
Now we have to look in the Seder of Tipas Atalis. Recognize that pasuk? Yes, here we go.
He's the source of life.
Yes. We put on, we say the bracha for the talus, put the talis on, and it says over here, L'dasa Mikubalim. I didn't know that I was doing according to the das of the Mikubalim. You say these 4 psukim. And the third one is Ki imcha makor chaim. For with you, Hashem, you are the makor chaim. You are the source of life. Hashem is the source of life. Ba'orcha nira or. What's that mean? Ba'orcha, we're talking to Hashem, as it were. Nira or.
With your light, we see light.
Yeah. Yeah, good question. You're the source of life, Hashem. Ba'orcha. In your or, it's your or that we make use of to be able to see. Ba'orcha nira or. What does the Sforno want with this? Yisa Hashem panav elecha lechaye olam. Like we say in, when we say this? Lechaye olam in.
Oh.
Simchas Torah.
Simchas Torah.
Lekech ba'alivov suvemen und suvemen lechaye olam in. He is the life force of the universe. That's Hashem. We call him Chai Olamim. Chai Olam. Inyan. And this idea is also communicated in this pasuk in Tehillim. Ki imcha makor chayim. For with you, Hashem, is the source of life. You are the source of life. Ba'orcha nira or. And there's a connection over here between Chaim and Or. Hashem is the source of Chaim, and the Or is also from Hashem. That we what's the Or over here referring to? It doesn't simply mean the sunlight. That comes from also from Hashem. But we're talking about the Or of Torah, the Or of Chachma. Okay, let's see what he says further. Uka Amram.
Uka Amram. Tzadikim. Yoshvim. Ve'at rotihem.
Atrosehem.
Atrosehem. Viroshehem.
Right.
So, Amram, is that something to do with saying?
Right.
They say?
Like they say.
Like they say.
Like they say in the Gemara in Brachos.
The tzaddikim sit.
Right.
I don't know what atrotehem.
What's ateret?
The crown.
Ateret. Oh, they sit with crowns, and they are crowned.
The Roshehem.
On their heads.
Right.
Hu mis angim meziv shechina.
Right.
Mis angim anag.
From the word oneg.
And they're joyous in the presence of the Shekhinah.
Yiziv, right?
Yiziv.
What's the ziv of the Shekhinah? That's this or that comes from the to be close to the Shekhinah is to have this wonderful or.
Oh, is that
be
like
enveloped
radiance?
in this or, radiance, or, and that is the spiritual pleasure that beats all the pleasures that there are in this world. And this is something that he's referring here to Olam Haba. This is all the schar that the tzaddikim have in Olam Haba. That they have the crown on their head. That's their wisdom. Is their crown. Is angim biziv shchina, and they are imbibing all of the oneg, the pleasure of basking in the light of the divine presence. So that's Yisa Hashem Ponov Elecha. Chaye Olam. Chaye Olam here means everlasting life. It means in the life which is forever. So this is the other aspect of this Tanug. The Tanug of Olam Haba is a spiritual pleasure, which since it's spiritual, it doesn't have any limitations. So it lasts forever. It never gets used up. You never get a stomach ache from it. You never have a hangover from it. You never,
It's not chocolate, it's not whiskey.
It's not unhealthy. It's Haye Olam.
Better than chocolate, wow.
Haye Olam nota b'sochenu, like we say in Bircas Torah. You have planted within us Haye Olam, everlasting life. This is what we're talking about. So the Sforno learns that this last bracha is referring to the life in Olam Haba as a result of the second bracha that we got, that Hashem should shine upon us in this world, and that we'll be able to be successful to learn the Torah and do the mitzvahs. Okay. Let's see. So, V'yosim l'cha shalom. Shalom. What's this?
Make for you peace. V'nuchas shalom. Contentment, peace. Shehu ha nitzach what?
Nitzchios.
Ha nitzchios. What's that?
From the word netzach. What's netzach mean?
Forever?
Right.
So contentment and peace that is forever.
Right.
Bli ta'arovas onesh.
Right.
Bli, without onesh is punishment.
Right.
Ta'arovas, I don't know what that is.
Tarobas.
Tarobas.
What's tarobas? When you have the milk falls into the meat, soup, or the
Without mixing,
soup.
without suffering the punishment.
It gets without any tarobas, without any mixing in together with this great pleasure of any onish. Tarobas.
Without mixing in punishment.
Erev la'arev is a mixture. La'arev. The heat arev is to mix in, and that's what ma'ariv is. It's the mixing, I guess, of the this day into the next day. That's the time. Li tarovis onish.
Harui, l'chol shalom l'chayolam. What's harui?
Harui.
Harui.
Which is fitting and appropriate.
Which is fitting for all peace, eternal peace.
L'kol shalom. To everyone who is shalom.
Oh, complete.
Right. L'chaye olam.
For eternal life. Everyone who is complete gets eternal life?
Yep. Right. That's okay. So this is what the Sforno says over here. Okay, so we still have some time after having done a little bit of time. Okay, so I just want to show you over here in the Toldos Aaron on this page on Chavav. Now the Toldos Aaron, here's the Toldos Aaron over here. These 5 lines are the Toldos Aaron. Now he goes pasuk by pasuk, and he starts with this pasuk that we just read, pasuk Chavav. Isa Hashem Ponov Elecha V'yasem L'cha Shalom. So look at all of the places in Chazal that this pasuk is discussed. There's a Gemara in Bircas. We're going to look at that Gemara. There's a Gemara in Rosh Hashanah. Bezrat Hashem, we're going to look at that Gemara as well. Gemara Megillah I'm not familiar with, but maybe we'll see what it has to say over there. And also the Gemara in Nida, Daf Ayin Amid Beis. These are the three Gemaras that Rav Pam Zatzal, the Rosh Hashiva of Torah V'das, brings in his discussion of this last bracha. And wow, you see, in addition to that, there's many other. Beis Reish refers to
Bereshis Rabbah,
Bereshis Rabbah,
Shmos Rabbah,
Perek Nun, Os Yud Aleph, and then you have Shmos Rabbah, Vayikra Rabbah, the Midbar Rabbah, Devorim Rabbah, Shir Shirim Rabbah, Tanchuma Mishpatim. It's got a lot of Elio Rabbah, the Zohar.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4 places this pasuk is brought in the Zohar. This is a very, very monumental pasuk, which Chazal had an awful lot to say about. So it will do us. It'll be very appropriate for us to take a look at least these three Gemaras over here. So all of these Gemaras, they deal with this issue that they understand that this phrase over here, Yisa Hashem Panav Elecha, Nesias Panim, means to show a certain favor, and even maybe you'll say favoritism. And the Gemara says, but we have another pasuk that Rashi quoted in our Gemara, I believe, in Bava Kama. When we talk, or not, it's not in Bava Kama. Where did we see this? I know where we saw it. We saw it in when we were discussing the first bracha with the story with Rabbi Chanina, was that the Talmud was saying all the different appellations of Hashem.
right.
And Rashi said over there this lo yisah fanim v'lo yikach shochad. Hashem doesn't show favoritism at all, and He doesn't take a bribe. So what do you mean? Here it says that Hashem shows favoritism. That's the subject. That's the issue that these Gemaras are dealing with over here. So, as with Hashem, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. All right. Right? Yeah.